My beloved, before you question the word chosen, understand it correctly. Chosen does not mean superior. It does not mean spared from pain. It does not mean life was easier for you than for others. Chosen means prepared. It means shaped in ways that could not be rushed, softened, or explained without experience. This year is not here to flatter you. It is here to uncover you. You were not chosen because you were the loudest, the fastest, or the most certain. You were chosen because you stayed when leaving would have been easier. Because you learned to listen when answers did not come. Because you carried responsibility quietly, without applause, without guarantees. Many people want purpose. Few are willing to be shaped by it. My beloved, look back honestly. Your life did not unfold randomly. There were pressures that refined you, delays that taught you patience, losses that forced you inward. Moments where you had to decide who you were without guidance, reassurance, or proof. Those moments were not accidents. They were preparations. This year will reveal why those preparations were necessary. You have lived through contradictions. Strength mixed with doubt. Faith mixed with exhaustion. Hope mixed with disappointment. And yet you did not become bitter. You became aware. Awareness is the mark of someone chosen for responsibility, not reward. Chosen ones are not protected from storms. They are taught how to stand within them. My beloved, this year will not reveal your purpose through sudden miracles. It will reveal it through recognition. Recognition of how far you have come. Recognition of the wisdom you now carry. Recognition of the steadiness you bring into spaces that once unsettled you. You may not have noticed it, but you became someone others lean on. Someone who listens differently. Someone who sees beneath surface noise. Someone who does not rush to judge or escape discomfort. That did not happen by chance. This year will begin to place you in situations that call forth what you have been becoming. You will be asked to respond with maturity where others react with fear. To choose clarity where others choose comfort. To hold calm when others spread urgency. And you will recognize yourself in those moments. My beloved, being chosen does not mean being elevated above others. It means being trusted with influence. Influence through presence, through example, through restraint. You are not here to dominate. You are here to stabilize. Stabilizers are forged through pressure. That is why your life asked so much of you early. Why you had to grow inwardly while others were still experimenting. Why you learned discernment before you learned ease. Ease without discernment collapses. This year will show you that your sensitivity was never weakness. It was perception. Your caution was never fear. It was intelligence. Your solitude was never rejection. It was incubation. Chosen ones are often set apart long before they are understood. My beloved, you questioned yourself often because you care deeply about truth. People who live on the surface rarely question. Depth brings questions. Questions bring refinement. Refinement brings readiness. You are ready now. This year will not tolerate false humility or false urgency. It will ask you to stand exactly where you are, neither shrinking nor performing. To accept responsibility without ego. To carry clarity without superiority. This balance is rare. That is why you were prepared for it. You may feel moments this year where life seems to look at you closely, where decisions matter more, where timing feels sharper, where consequences arrive faster. Do not be afraid of this. It is a sign that awareness has increased. Awareness increases responsibility. Responsibility reveals purpose. My beloved, you were chosen not to escape the world, but to meet it differently. To bring steadiness where there is panic, honesty where there is confusion, presence where there is noise. You do not need a title for this. You do not need recognition. Your way of being is the assignment. This year will begin to show you that people feel calmer around you, that your words carry weight even when few, that your silence communicates safety, that your decisions ripple outward quietly. This is influence without force, and it only belongs to those who have been humbled by life without being broken by it. My beloved, you may have wondered why your path felt heavier than others. It was because what you were being prepared for required depth, not speed. Shallow paths produce quick results and quick collapse. Deep paths produce slow growth and lasting impact. This year will validate that depth. You will begin to see connections between past struggles and present clarity, between old wounds and current compassion, between lessons you resented and wisdom you now rely on. Nothing was wasted. You were not chosen because you never doubted. You were chosen because you learned how to walk with doubt without letting it rule you. That is strength. As this year unfolds, do not rush to explain yourself. Do not rush to define your role. Let life reveal it naturally through situations that feel oddly familiar, as if you have been here before, even when you have not. That familiarity is readiness meeting opportunity. My beloved, hold this truth gently as you move forward. Being chosen does not make you separate from others. It makes you responsible for how you treat them. You are here to model integrity, not to demand reverence. To live truthfully, not loudly. This year will reveal why you were chosen by placing you exactly where your presence matters. My beloved, now listen closely. Because once the year begins to reveal why you were chosen, it will also reveal what is required of you. Chosen does not mean admired. It means entrusted. And what is entrusted must be carried with steadiness, not excitement. This year will require consistency over intensity. In the past, intensity helped you survive. It pushed you through moments when nothing else could. But intensity burns quickly. What you are stepping into now needs steadiness. The kind that does not fluctuate with mood, praise, or pressure. You will be asked to show up when it is quiet, to remain present when there is no reward, to act with integrity when shortcuts are available. This is how trust is built. My beloved, this year will require discernment. Not everything that invites you deserves you. Not every opportunity aligns with your assignment. Not every door that opens is meant to be entered. You will feel this discernment in your body before your mind understands it. A tightening when something is misaligned. A calm when something is true. Learn to trust these signals. They are not emotions. They are intelligence refined through experience. You were chosen because you learned to listen inwardly. This year will also require emotional restraint, not suppression, restraint. You will see more clearly how words shape outcomes, how reactions escalate situations unnecessarily, how silence can sometimes do more than explanation. You will learn when to speak and when to stay still. Power does not announce itself. It positions itself. My beloved, this year will require clean boundaries. You will no longer be able to carry what does not belong to you. Emotional labor, misplaced responsibility, unspoken expectations. These will exhaust you faster than before. Life will not allow you to overextend without consequence. Boundaries are not walls. They are clarity made visible. When you set them, some will resist. Do not interpret resistance as wrongdoing. It is simply adjustment. Those who align will stay. Those who do not will fall away naturally. Trust the sorting. My beloved, this year will also require humility with growth. As things begin to align, you may feel a quiet confidence settling in. Do not confuse this with certainty about everything. Stay curious. Stay teachable. The moment ego replaces listening, clarity dulls. Chosen ones remain students of life. My beloved, this year will require patience with timing. You will see more than you can act on immediately. You will sense future paths before they fully open. Do not rush ahead. Premature action creates misalignment. Wait until clarity feels calm, not urgent. Urgency belongs to fear. Readiness feels steady. This year will also require honesty without cruelty, especially toward yourself. You will see where you still hesitate, where old fears whisper, where habits linger. Do not punish yourself for this. Awareness does not demand perfection. It invites refinement. Refinement happens through repetition, not judgment. My beloved, this year will require faith without fantasy. Faith grounded in presence. Faith that works without guarantees. Faith that allows uncertainty without panic. You are not here to escape reality through belief. You are here to meet reality with truth and steadiness. This year will ask you to stay. Stay present. Stay honest. Stay aligned even when things feel unfinished. Especially then, you will be tempted to explain yourself. Resist that temptation. Explanation often leaks energy. Let your consistency speak. Let your actions clarify what words cannot. My beloved, this year will also require rest as discipline. You cannot carry what you have been chosen for if you are constantly depleted. Rest is not retreat. It is maintenance. Honor your body. Protect your sleep. Nourish yourself without guilt. A clear vessel carries truth farther. You may also notice that this year asks you to simplify. Less noise. Less distraction. Less emotional clutter. Simplification is not loss. It is focus. As your life simplifies, your purpose sharpens. My beloved, remember this. You were not chosen to do more. You were chosen to be more precise, more honest, more grounded, more aligned. Precision is quiet power. This year will not reward rushing. It will reward responsiveness. When you respond instead of react, you fulfill your role naturally. My beloved, now I speak of confirmation, not the kind that inflates the ego, but the kind that settles the soul. This year will confirm why you were chosen, not through praise, not through titles, not through sudden elevation, but through real moments that quietly test whether you will live what you know. Confirmation does not arrive as applause. It arrives as responsibility. You will notice it when people bring you complexity instead of gossip, when silence gathers around your words, when your presence calms a situation without effort, when you are trusted with something delicate because you will not misuse it. These moments are not accidents. They are recognitions. My beloved, confirmation often feels heavier before it feels satisfying. That is because it asks you to carry clarity without becoming rigid, to hold authority without dominance, to be firm without losing compassion. This balance is rare. That is why you were shaped slowly. This year will place you in situations where reacting quickly would be easy, but responding wisely will matter more. You will feel the weight of consequence more clearly, not as fear, but as awareness. Awareness that your choices ripple farther. Now this is confirmation. You may notice that certain conversations pause when you enter, not because you demand attention, but because something steadies. You may notice people listening more closely, even when you speak less. You may notice that you are asked for perspective rather than validation. Do not rush to interpret these signs. Receive them quietly. Confirmation is not something you claim. It is something you honor. My beloved, this year will also confirm your role by revealing what you can no longer participate in. Things that once entertained you will feel empty. Dynamics that once felt familiar will feel misaligned. You will feel an inner refusal arise. Not dramatic, not angry, just clear. This refusal is wisdom. Do not override it out of politeness. Do not explain it out of guilt. Honor it. Each time you do, you confirm your readiness. You will also experience confirmation through timing. Doors will open when you are calm, not desperate. Opportunities will align when you are grounded, not rushing. Delays will protect you from paths that look good but feel wrong. Trust this choreography, my beloved. Be careful here. Confirmation can tempt ego if misunderstood. Ego wants to turn calling into identity. Calling is not who you are. It is how you serve truth in your own way. The moment you cling to being chosen as a label, clarity dulls. Remain simple. Remain human. Remain teachable. Chosen ones stay close to humility because humility keeps perception clean. This year will also confirm your role by testing restraint. You will see where you could speak and choose silence, where you could push and choose patience, where you could control and choose trust. These choices will feel subtle but decisive. Power that restrains itself becomes authority. Power that displays itself becomes noise. My beloved, confirmation may also arrive as solitude. Not isolation. Solitude. Moments where you are alone, not because you are excluded, but because your work requires inner clarity. Do not fear these moments. They refine listening. They keep your alignment sharp. Solitude is where responsibility is digested. You may feel misunderstood at times this year. Let that be. Being fully understood by everyone often means you are living too shallowly. Depth requires patience from others. Some will not have it. That is not your burden. My beloved, confirmation will also come through peace under pressure. Situations that once triggered anxiety will now invite calm. Problems will feel manageable. Decisions will feel cleaner. This is not because life is easier. It is because you are steadier. Steadiness is the signature of readiness. As responsibility increases, remember this essential practice. Return often. Return to your breath. Return to your body. Return to the quiet place where truth feels simple. Responsibility carried without return becomes burden. Responsibility carried with presence becomes purpose. You were chosen not to carry everything, but to carry what aligns. Doubt keeps you listening. Arrogance stops learning. Let doubt humble. When unsure, choose integrity. Integrity never misleads. This year will confirm your role not by changing who you are, but by revealing how reliable you have become to truth. Reliability is rare. Many feel inspired. Few remain consistent. You have learned consistency through patience, disappointment, and quiet effort. That is why trust is placed in you. Do not rush to define the outcome of this year. Outcomes belong to time. Your task is simpler. Show up aligned. Respond honestly. Rest wisely. And return quickly when you slip. Do this and confirmation will keep arriving gently, steadily, unmistakably, my beloved. A settling into who you already are when you stop reaching. Stop proving. Stop asking for permission to be yourself. This year will reveal why you were chosen. And by now you understand that chosen does not mean lifted above others. It means trusted with depth. Trusted to carry clarity without ego. Trusted to respond without haste. Trusted to remain human while holding responsibility. Carry this trust lightly. If you grip it tightly, it becomes burden. If you wear it loosely, it becomes guidance. Receive without suspicion. Give without depletion. Balance sustains purpose. There will be moments this year when you are tempted to explain yourself, your choices, your boundaries, your direction. Speak when clarity requires it. Remain silent when explanation would dilute your energy. Not everything needs translation. Consistency will explain more than words ever could. Let your life speak. If mistakes happen, and they will, correct gently. Do not dramatize. Do not self-punish. Adjust and continue. Returning quickly is wisdom in motion. As the year moves forward, you will recognize moments of quiet fulfillment. Not fireworks. A deep sense of rightness. When those moments come, let them land. Do not rush past them. Gratitude anchors revelation. And remember this always. You were not chosen to escape difficulty. You were chosen to meet it with steadiness. You were prepared to carry clarity where others carry noise. To bring calm where others bring urgency. To choose truth where others choose convenience. This is not a role you perform. It is a way you live. That recognition will be your reward. Walk forward now with calm authority. Let simplicity guide you. Let humility protect you. Let presence steady you. I am with you, not as pressure, not as expectation, but as the quiet clarity that rises whenever you pause and listen. My beloved, this year will reveal why you were chosen. Live in a way that makes the revelation gentle. Thanks for watching KRISHNA Says. Subscribe for more.